Limited company directors, limited company secretaries, limited company officials, you have 1 week to go. What am I talking about? Well, in 1 week's time, in theory at least, on the 18th of November, you need to provide your confirmation of your full identity to Companies House and therefore presumably to HMRC to enable your company, your limited company, to continue to operate effectively. Now, the 18th of November is not a hard and fast deadline. It's when these new rules come in. So there will be some leeway. So don't panic too much. But people are and have been worrying about what to do about that. And their big worry is about having to use digital identity, and particularly the Digital One app that the government is pushing everyone to try and use to confirm their identity. And a lot of people, quite rightly, don't want to go down that road, don't want to go down the biometric road, and are really concerned about having to try and meet this deadline. There are people talking about closing down their limited companies, etc., etc. But don't panic. You do have a couple of at least delaying tactics slash escape routes that you can use. So firstly, you don't have to use the Digital One route, the Digital One app to confirm your identity. You can get a registered body, such as your accountant, if they are registered, to do it for you. Or you can go to the post office and do it via paper means. You can also just delay doing the whole thing by almost a year. You have to supply, everyone who's a limited company director has to supply or produce a company confirmation statement once a year. If you do that company confirmation statement, then you don't have to produce the ID until your next company confirmation statement is due. So, for example, if you were to do your company confirmation statement today, the 11th of November, you won't therefore have to confirm your identity, in theory at least, until the 11th of November next year. So you effectively buy yourself a year's grace. The slight fly in the ointment with that is that they have made the company confirmation statement process digital. So you sort of can't escape it completely. But again, you can get your accountant or your registered advisor to do that for you on your behalf. And that's what I did a couple of weeks ago. I got my accountant to lodge a new company confirmation statement, despite the fact we'd already done one a few months ago, I think back in February, March. You can do as many as you like in a year. You can do one today, one tomorrow, one the following day if you want. It's aggro, and obviously there's cost involved, but if you wanted to do that, you can. There's no law against how many confirmation statements you can put out there. So your three ways really of avoiding having to use the government Digital One app to confirm your identity and biometrics to confirm your identity for limited company director purposes are this. Go to the post office and do it using paper means. I don't know whether that's only main post offices or whether little local ones will do it. So that might be more or less difficult for you depending on where you live, but you can do it via the post office and you've got a week to do that. You can get your representative, your company representative, normally that would be your accountant, to do it on your behalf. And my understanding of that is you just produce your ID to them, whether that's passport, driving license, proofs of address, etc., which they probably have already got on file anyway if they've been dealing with you for some period of time, and they can do it for you. Or failing all of that, put in a company confirmation statement, get that done. Again, either do it yourself or get your accountant to do it for you to keep yourself at arm's length from them. And then that buys you a year's grace and you don't have to do the digital ID. And who knows what might happen in the next year. If there's enough people saying no, enough people refusing to do it, enough people deferring it, they might scrap the whole idea. We don't know. But at least it gives you a year's grace. So don't panic, but this is an early warning system. You have 1 week to get this sorted if you haven't done it already. It's all true.